So then number 8 is also another big one. In fact, but they're all big ones, but this one is really important. Landlords are not a landlord for the fun of it. If the property is more hassle than it's worth and causes financial distress, then it doesn't become worth it anymore. They've got their own lives to worry about and not just have another burden around their neck. So in more recent times, over the past 4 years, property rental values have gone up by about 40 or so percent. So an average of about 10% a year, which is unbelievable. Now, not for 1 minute saying that you have to increase it suddenly by 40, but absolutely, you need to max it to the limit and start getting it up to the market value slowly but surely. Your costs are increasing all the time, and then more and more legislation is coming our way. So there's more to do. Not all legislation is bad, but it's costly to implement. And the cost of maintenance is higher. The cost of work is higher as contractors are scarce. They've increased their prices. They have to deal with extra legislation, lack of staff, the increase of the minimum wage. So it all rolls over into the landlord's lap. So if the rent isn't adjusted accordingly, then it becomes a bad business decision, and that's why landlords start selling. So if you're investing to make a profit, then let's be honest, you should be running it like a business. Not only are you managing your costs effectively, you want to make sure that you can afford to maintain the property to a decent standard. You need to have the money to do that. You can't say, sorry, I can't afford a new boiler. I can't afford to have a new sealant around the bath. So those increases can be served in several methods. There's 3 or 4 methods that I know of, and that's a different session for another day. Or you can do tenancy renewals. If your tenancy is like years and years old, it might be well worth doing a new tenancy, new deposit, the whole lot. It's a bit of a hassle, but it's sometimes worth it. You're working for profit. You don't want to fork out lots of costs and forces you to sell, and it makes somebody homeless if you don't increase the rent to a reasonable level where you can afford it.